We love you, Michael Poole. May you rest in peace.
Travel as far west as long road would go, to a double-knit peninsula where ocean winds blow, with nowhere to stay and the daylight growing dim. We heard of a haven tucked away on a whim. They told us up for 40 was community out in the trees, a magical place built on the coastal breeze. We were told to look for the canoe in the tree. As we drove down the road, it was right there to see. Welcome to a thicket where the wandering souls blend, a nostalgic sanctuary at the journey's end. We pulled in our self-contained mini home, met a carrot-curd friend who watched over the loam. He said he was not sure if we would fit in the space, but $50 bought a month at this place. We said we would only be staying a week, and paid for the shelter and the peace we would seek. The founder was sick and nowhere around. We wandered the bush and the untamed ground, saw the rustic tree forts and the old forest paths, the composting toilets and the handmade baths. Walked to Frank's Island beneath the setting sun, where the vibrant tide pools and the sea life run. We were told to look for the canoe in the tree. As we drove down the road, it was right there to see. Welcome to a thicket where the wandering souls blend, a nostalgic sanctuary at the journey's end. We caught an octopus waiting on the beach, gathered fresh mussels right within our reach, observed the anemones in the waters below, then brought it all back in the evening's glow. Everyone gathered to create a grand feast, where money did not matter in the very least. It was all about fitting in and sharing the fire, a magical place that would forever inspire. Now the land is gone and the quiet has returned, but we carry the memories and the warmth that burned. He created something remembered for all time, a beautiful legacy we keep in our mind. Under the canopy where the damp settles deep, scavenged tin roofs have secrets to keep, corrugated patches and tarps draped in gray, holding the salt air and shadows at bay. It wasn't a castle, just cedar and pine, a stubborn refusal to follow the line. Follow the line. Oh, the tenure was transient, the clearing was wide, in the pockets of Tofino where the castaways hide, a circle of stumps and a flicker of red, keeping the ghost of the winter well fed. We were just seeds in a heavy growth bed, heavy growth bed. Mismatched chairs pulled tight to the stone, no one in that circle was ever alone. A rusted steel frame and some handles of wood, working the loam where the foundations once stood, layered in flannel against the damp bite, counting the hours by the firelight. Oh, the tenure was transient, the clearing was wide, in the pockets of Tofino where the castaways hide, a circle of stumps and a flicker of red, keeping the ghost of the winter well fed. We were just seeds in a heavy growth bed, heavy growth bed. Now the metal is quiet and the tarps are all torn, into the silence where the moss is reborn. The rules of the garden are written in rain, nature reclaiming what man couldn't maintain. Oh, the tenure was transient, the clearing was wide, in the pockets of Tofino where the castaways hide. A circle of stumps and a flicker of red, keeping the ghost of the winter well fed. We were just seeds in a heavy growth bed. Heavy growth bed. Just seeds in a heavy growth bed. Let the forest have it back. In October '88, at the edge of the line, Michael bought a piece of forest with a bold design. 18 acres in Tofino, where the tall cedars reach. $50,000 just a stone from the beach. He wanted a clearing where the corporate world could not stand, where the corporate world could not stand. Just a quiet way of living out on the edge of the land. Oh, this was a village built on labor and time, where a month in the forest hardly cost a dime. We worked in the gardens and we cooked in the wild, a counterculture refuge for the wandering child. For 30 long seasons we answered the call of it that welcomed us all. There was no running water and no pipes in the ground. We washed in the Pacific where the heavy waves pound. We slept up in treehouses and converted old vans, living off the grid. Living off the grid with our dirt-stained hands. 20,000 seekers came to rest in the shade. 20,000 seekers came to rest in the shade, finding cheap seasonal shelter in the world Michael made. Oh, this was a village built on labor and time, where a month in the forest hardly cost a dime. We worked in the gardens and we cooked in the wild, a counterculture refuge for the wandering child. For 30 long seasons we answered the call of an intentional that welcomed us all. We lived by 4 pillars to keep the spirit alive. No violence and no hard drugs, help the community thrive. Respect every living being and recycle what you use. A simple set of virtues that nobody could refuse. We treated the earth with the reverence it deserved, and gather herbal medicines for the healing they preserved. But the modern world was watching and the fires began to grow. Zoning rules and safety codes meant the structures had to go. By 2019 the heavy pressure took its toll. We worked in the gardens and we cooked in the wild, a counterculture refuge for the wandering child. For 30 long seasons we answered the call of an intentional shelters for the wandering child. For 30 long seasons we answered the call of an intentional shelter that welcomed us all.
Like and subscribe. I'll be going somewhere new tomorrow.